let's say I were to ask you to rank your managers post Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
Right. So what is your ranking of how they had contributed to the success of the club, or how the club progressed?
Success of the club, then certainly Jose Mourinho's at number one for the most number of trophies won post Sir Alex Ferguson. I felt Jose Mourinho in his first season at Manchester United was really good, and I felt we played really well that season. In the Premier League especially, we had many games where we drew, and if you had converted half or three-quarter of that into wins, I'm not lying, but we would have actually gone up there to challenge for a league title.
But
we might not then win.
A lot of fans are saying that Jose was the worst. He spoiled the club.
Yeah. That's because the lasting memories of his last moments at the club. That was bitter. That was toxic. That I have to admit was horrible. That was a horrible, and because that was just an accident waiting to happen. Looking at him, because
he sabotaged the club.
He wanted players, he didn't get the players, then he started sulking, he started getting moody, and then started throwing players under the bus, and then
the tactics all became so defensive, right?
Yeah, that's where there's only one way from there, and that's to the end, to the exit door. So unfortunately, that's that. I would actually put Solskjaer in as second over Wenger. I thought there were some very good moments under Solskjaer. And in terms of I wouldn't say progress. A lot of people use this word progress, but I wouldn't say progress. I would say there's a lot of feel-good factor around the club when Solskjaer was around. The vibes were good, so he's a vibes manager anyway. So that's the good thing he did at the club. So when he came in, it was toxic. He united the team and introduced that feel-good factor. Everyone played well, and he always had this thing where it's either feast or famine under Solskjaer. It's either we go through a very good run of results, or we go through a very bad run of results. Nothing in between, not consistent. So that probably is the downfall of Solskjaer as well.
If let's say people ask how should we remember Ole other than the vibes, right? What do you think? How do you summarize his 2.5 seasons? 3.5 seasons?
3.5, yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough one to say. Like I said, I think best summarized by this for me, feast or famine. Is either at a point you will have some great results under Solskjaer, because we've beaten almost all the big teams. We've beaten City quite a number of times in his time at the club. Beaten Chelsea and all the big teams except Arsenal. Actually, funnily enough, he's had a bit of trouble beating Arsenal and Liverpool, of course. But yeah, we've had some great results, some not too good results. Of course, as fans, we have memories of him as a player as well, so that clouds our perception of Solskjaer. That memories as a player is always stronger than what he has achieved as a manager at the club. And I think that part where people disrespect him for what he did as a player, I think that's really out of line.
Disrespect? Smiling assassin.
I mean, on social media, I've read a lot of people just crediting him as saying, "Oh, this guy just got an easy tap in against Bayern Munich to win us the treble. That's all his contribution." I think that's completely out of line. It's either those people have never watched United in those days, or they're just silly and blind.
Take it from a Liverpool fan. Any Manchester United fan who discredits Solskjaer as a player, right? They don't deserve to put the Manchester badge on their chest.
Yeah, because maybe they should learn more about the club. Huh?
Yeah, he fights tooth and nail for the club. He's actually one of the most dangerous players that I fear when he comes onto the field. Playing for Manchester United against Liverpool, right, from the 90s, whenever he played. So, really, he's not a tap-in guy, man. He's caused some wonder goals and all that.
Sir Alex had.
Yeah.
In his time at the club.
A
long time at the club. It was one of the best finishers we had.
Yeah.
And talking about that, in fact, he broke Liverpool's hearts in '99 as well in the FA Cup. scored the winning goal late in the game. So yeah, you know it well.
Fergie time.
Yeah.
They're just trying to make themselves feel better by discrediting him lah. These people are just cowards lah. Actually, come on.
Yeah, they need something to
can be
blame, right?
better.
They should blame the board lah for making the wrong decision, or
Exactly.
or the
Actually, most
coaching
of it,
team.
yeah, correct. The most of it, the decision comes from the board.